Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter fucking Joseph here for another video right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video. Hit the subscribe button down there. You know where it is. It's down there in hell, known as the description box below. On this channel and on my other channels down there, you can like the videos, share the videos all over the internet. You can comment if you wish, but if you leave stupid comments, you get blocked. And if you don't like that, then cry me a river. And go in a hole. Or pretty much go in a hole and go fuck yourself and don't come out. But it is what it is. But like the video, hit the subscribe button down below on this channel, my other channels as well. Show me love and support. And follow me on social media if you dare. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. But like I said, if you're not real, you're getting blocked. So you can kiss my ass. And go fuck yourself. And also, once again, share the video all over the internet. But most importantly, tap and slap that bell. Smack it around a little bit. You know what to do. Just smack it. Because that's what it needs to be smacked. Like half of you people on YouTube. And turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn video. And if you do, well, pretty much you're SOL. And you know what that means. Haha. And that's pretty much it. So, once again, ladies and gentlemen, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you wish. And follow me on social media. And hit that fucking bell so you don't miss a damn thing. And if you do, well, that's just too bad for you. And if you're watching for the very first time, well, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. If not, you can jump off and go fuck yourself. You don't like it? Go on somebody else's channel. That's it. If you can't figure that out, then you don't need to be on YouTube. You need to be on somewhere else. You need to go somewhere else. That's pretty much it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's another late night. I just got back from a long night of partying, if you know what I mean. I had to do some errands, and then I had to run into the city for some stuff. Just hung out with a couple friends, and I went to the bar, watched Smackdown, watched a little bit of Rampage, and then, you know, just floated around New York City for a little like another hour or so, and then came back, and I took a nap, and I just got up, and the missus is up somewhere. I don't know what she's doing. I don't care. But yeah, just got home, and I just got up, and I'm pretty much up. So I'm just gonna pre-record this video. You'll see this tomorrow. But in any case, hope everybody had a great Friday, and I hope you have a great weekend. It's gonna be warm tomorrow and Saturday, tomorrow and Sunday and Monday. It's going to be raining like cats and dogs here in New York City on Sunday and a little bit of Monday. High winds, thunderstorms, and it's going to be nasty. It's not even Christmas yet. 2 weeks to Christmas, by the way, so hopefully you can go out tomorrow. I wouldn't go out Sunday, but go out tomorrow and next week for Christmas shopping, because a lot of those stores are going to be starting to get busy. And that's that. So you better get your Christmas present before they run out, or you can't get them at all. And it is what it is. And what's that? So hope everybody has a great weekend, and be safe, be well, and that's it. All right, on this late Friday night, December the 8th, 2023, or if you're now watching from somewhere else, or tomorrow, December the 9th, 2023, right here on the Killer of Demons 669 channel. My name is Peter Joseph. If you didn't know that by now, I'm a content creator talking about the wonderful world of professional wrestling, or whatever else I feel like talking about. And if you like it, good. Hit that bell, hit that like button. And also hit the subscribe button. Show my other channels your love and support as well. You can watch past videos, current videos, and into the future. And if not, if you don't like it, get out and go on somebody else's channel. It is what it is. I aim to please, and if I'm not to your liking, then go on somebody else's channel with like 5 subs. I have more subs than them, probably, but it is what it is. But go on somebody else's channel and suck up to them. But it is what it is. That's that. All right. So on this late Friday night on the Killer Demons channel, thanks for watching. It is time for your late night WWE Smackdown review for December 8th, 2023. This is the Tribute to the Troops edition of Smackdown, and we are emanating from the Is this the Dunkin' Donuts Center? No, the Amica Mutual Pavilion, not the Dunkin' Donuts Center. The Amica Mutual Pavilion in Providence, Rhode Island. Alright, we're still going on. This is a special Tribute to the Troops episode, so not much storyline progression here. Not much as we go into the Royal Rumble coming up next month. But we're getting there. But anyway, even with, pretty much a throwaway show, tonight's show isn't that bad. But at least it was a two-hour tribute to the troops, unlike the last few years with Tribute to the Troops, which has been basically taped, and they have it like Sunday afternoon during football, like nobody watches it. But it is what it is. Alright, so our commentary team this week is Mitchell Cole, that idiot Kevin Patrick Milov, and the man who basically made and created Tribute to the Troops about 12, 13 years ago. That is the Wrestling God! Former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, a tag team champion with a certain guy named Ron Simmons, and I believe former United States champion as well. That man is the Hall of Famer, JBL, John Bradshaw Layfield. That was nice. Didn't need Kevin Patrick. Have been better with JBL and Michael Cole. Feel like old school SmackDown. But I digress on that. Alright, so that's your commentary team for this week for the special edition of Tribute to the Troops. So I'd like to thank all the men and women in the armed forces. America! So we're again protecting our country from those assholes who want to bring this country down. And that's pretty much it. All these terrorists and schmucks in the Middle East and, everywhere else, basically. But thank you for your service, everybody. And, I guess I'll say it now. Merry Christmas to all the men and women in the armed forces. Happy Hanukkah to you all as well. Actually, today is now the third day of Hanukkah, because it started on Thursday. So you light the middle candle and the first candle. Then today, you did the second candle. And then tomorrow, coming up later tomorrow, the third candle. And by this coming Thursday is the 8th day of Hanukkah. Those 8 crazy nights. So all my Jewish fans out there and everything else. So all my Jewish fans, happy Hanukkah to you all. And for everybody else, well, we gotta wait, as of this video, 16 days, my friends. 2 weeks, my friends. 2 weeks! 2 weeks! That's my, my cousin, my legit cousin, Tony D'Angelo would say. 2 weeks! We got that. Alright. Alright, so it's a pretty big Tribute to the Troops show. We will be hearing from a guy that's not really a real American per se, you know what I mean? That's, Cody! MDK all day, Cody, you missionary bitch! So we're gonna hear from him. We got Randy Orton and his Motless Voice! He's gonna be in, he's gonna be on the show in a certain tag team match where a certain guy goes, yeah! Taking on the Bloodline, Jimmy and Soto will be bookie. We'll talk about that a little bit later. And we're gonna hear from the guy known as Philip Brooks, otherwise known as CM Skunk, or CM Junk. CM Who Gives a Fuck. That's what I say. So, Punk's gonna come out, and, well, he kind of dropped a little bit of a pipe bomb that he wasn't really supposed to do. He mentioned a certain company, and I guess you didn't read that contract correctly. You are on pretty much thin ice if you, go off script a little bit. Talk about a certain other company that you used to work for. Oh, he didn't name it, but he kind of brought up a certain event like AEW Brawl Out. Keep going, Phil. Keep going. You're going to dig that hole soon. Further than you were already dug it in AEW. You think Hunter's going to save you? You're going to mention AEW? Snide remarks about things that are related to AEW? Hunter and Nick Khan no, you can't say that. Stop it. You're out of here. Kick him out now, Hunter. Kick him out again. Put him on the fucking street. Fuck him. But I digress. We move on. Alright, so let's start this shindig. Alright, we got a lot of troops in the crowd, including on the hard camera side. Okay. Alright, then we start the show off with God Bless America, sung by, or should have been sung by Lillian Garcia, or even Samantha Irvin, but it was sung by, I don't know who these people are, the War and Treaty. Who the fuck is this? Who are these people? I mean, like seriously, who are these people? Probably Providence, Rhode Island's own War and Treaty. I don't know. It's like some guy on a piano and some chick. Okay, that's nice. Maybe get a gospel-like thing, but okay. I'm like, but who are they? I mean, Lillian Garcia wasn't available? Samantha Irvin wasn't available? Scarlett Bordeaux herself could have done it. She's a good singer, And a good, nice, hot piece of ish. But I digress. Don't tell Killer Cross I said that. Not like he's gonna do it. Not like he's gonna do anything. Because he knows all about. Besides that, and the Gilmore Cutter. Bang! But I digress. Alright, we move on. Alright, so after that, we go right to the action. And match number 1 on your scorecard. In the U.S. title number 1 contenders tournament, we start the first round of action of an 8-man tournament. The winner gets a shot at that schmuck, Logan Paul, and his United States Championship. And I think we all know who's going to win this tournament, and that's Kevin Owens. But he'll be in action next week because he has that legit hand injury. But we did see him for a brief moment. He's taking on Austin Theory next week. And Grayson Waller, he did it, is going to take on that mystery NXT superstar. I would not be surprised. And there's a lot of rumors saying it's going to be Carmelo Hayes. Run that back from, January. Well, we'll see what happens. We're December and January. Think about it. We move on. Alright, so the first round match, to start off the tournament, we got Santos Escobar, the mean Mexican that kicked Rey Mysterio's ass, then beat Dragon Lee at Survivor Series. So this is a Survivor Series rematch. So Santos comes out, he's all, he's like, oh yeah, Latino, yes, Santos. So Santos comes out, and he's taking on Dragon Lee, who he beat at Survivor Series. Like I said, this is the rematch. They're about to start, but hold on, hold the phone. We got somebody coming out, and that is Dominic Guerrero, Latino Heat. Eddie's son, right, Eddie? Eddie! Oh, will you wake me up, Fessy? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot you were... Wait, stop, how... Doesn't get dark in heaven. What are you talking about? Anyway, get up, anyway. Anyway, we talk about your son, Eddie, not Eddie, sorry, Dom. You're Eddie, I meant Dom. Are you okay, I say? I'm okay, don't worry about it. Anyway, oh yeah, my son is so great, look at him, man. He is so great, he takes after me, I say, pero... He's got the Latino heat from his dad, because I'm his papi, pero... I'm his papi, not that pendejo lame studio, Debron. Pero, okay, stop, enough. But, anyway. Yeah, Dom served hard time, and he survived. Anyway, so Dom comes out, and he's going to be defending the NXT North American title tomorrow night against Dragon Lee, who is replacing Wesley, who is out for a year with major back surgery. Oy. That's not fun. I mean, Randy Orton had double back fusion surgery. He just came back, like about a week or so ago. One of my uncles actually had back surgery. That's not fun. Back surgery is not fun, my friends. I know, I had family members who have had back surgery. It takes a long time to recover. Long time, depending on the surgery, of course, but... So we got that. So tomorrow night, Wesley versus Dom for the North American title. I think we're probably going to get a title change. I hope not, but we'll see. And that's that. Alright, so Dom sits at... Well, he doesn't sit on commentary. He sits right in front of commentary. So we start off with Dragon Lee sending Santos to the floor to start. Then we get a big flippy dippity-doo right after that. Start off fast and furious. We go back in, and a super kick gives Dragon Lee a near fall as... I don't know how he compares this, but JBL compared Dom to Gandhi. I don't know where you got where that was going there, JBL, but I know Dom's a holy man per se, but he's not bald. Anyway, so Santos comes back, grabs a suplex for a near fall, and starts yelling a lot. He's like, "Oh, I'm the greatest, I say," And he takes Dragon Lee into the corner, goes up top, and Dragon Lee goes for a hurricane, gets countered into a power bomb on the apron. Ow! As we go to break, come back. It's like Dragon Lee and Santos slug away, and Dragon Lee wins the exchange, hits a running forearm. Then a German suplex drops Santos, who then comes back and drops Dragon Lee with a super kick for a near fall. Goes for the Phantom Driver. It gets broken up. Dragon Lee grabs a sit-out powerbomb, one of his finishers. Usually wins a match for him, but Santos kicked out at 2. And then Dragon Lee tries to go up top, but he gets caught. And then Santos picks him up, and then hits the Phantom Driver right in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3, a clean pin, like at Survivor Series, for Santos. And Santos wins the match, and he advances to the semifinals of the tournament in 9 minutes. Match itself was okay. It wasn't great, but I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And that's that. So Santos will take on the winner of Bobby Lashley and Killer Cross. Oh boy, that's not going to be fun. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. After the match, Dom gets in the ring, starts mocking Dragon Lee, holds up the belt, then he leaves. And that's pretty much it. We move on. Alright, then we get a look at last week's Smackdown, where Randy Orton and his bloodless voice! He was there and pretty much decided where he was gonna sign with, either Raw or SmackDown. And obviously, as we saw last week, he laid out Jimmy Uso and signed the contract for SmackDown right in front of Paul Heyman. And that didn't sit well with our tribal chief, who will be back next week. Probably to start his little thing with Mr. Randall Keith Orton. going all the way to the Royal Rumble, where Randy will get smashed, stacked, pinned. Goodbye. You can go to the Elimination Chamber. Probably lose to Cody. I don't give a shit. Then Cody, you know what's coming at WrestleMania again, boy. You want to win? You want to win the Elimination Chamber and try to finish your story, and you won't. Fuck you. That's that. All right. Also, we saw Nick Aldis, the SmackDown GM, get an RKO just because. And that's it. Speaking of Nick Aldis, we go after that. We go right into his office. It looked like it was in the basement. Anyway, so he's just sitting there, and he looks up. Randy Orton comes in, gives Nick Aldis a check for like $100,000 because he got fined last week for hitting the RKO on him. So Orton isn't happy about teaming with Eli Drake. That's not an insult. That is a fact of life. They're going to take on Jimmy Uso and Solo Mibuki, Solo Sikoa. Randy doesn't know Eli, but Nick Aldis says both of them want the bloodline, so, hey, it's okay. You got your match anyway. Orton's like, okay. So, with that out of the way, Orton gives him the check, like I said, to pay the fine from last week's RKO. And then Aldis like, wait a minute. It's only $50,000. Why does it say $100,000? So Orton goes, that's for next time. There will be a next time. Like Def Leppard says at the end of their concerts, there will be a next time. But they've been going at it for 40 years. Pretty much 40 years of Def Leppard. Like, they kick ass, man. They kick ass. I saw them a couple years. I saw them a couple years ago actually at the Garden with Journey. That was a great concert. Didn't sit VIP. I mean, I sat not near God's country, but sat pretty up top. But I saw everything. Basically stage right and backstage. But before the concert even started, I was able to go down a level because you could do that. I went down a level and took some pictures and stuff. And I did this at the when In This Moment opened for Ozzy and Rob Zombie way back in the day, like 2007, basically. Yeah, 2007. We're sitting around the same freaking area. And right before the show, I went down a little bit, and then, then I went. There's a little section where you can go down to the next level. So I went down there, and I went down to where I couldn't go anymore. And then next thing I know, I see Kelly Osbourne in the backstage area, and I saw yelling, Kelly! No, I had to go like right, Kelly! And she saw me, she waved, and I took a pic, but didn't come out that good, but, because it's far away. Even with the Zoom, but that was a good concert, but that was an epic concert. I mean, In This Moment, it was just coming out. Beautiful Tragedy was doing so good. First time anybody pretty much ever heard of In This Moment, unless you were around in 2005 like me. That was actually my third time seeing In This Moment, because I saw him in 2005 before he even had a record deal at BB King's in New York City, which is still there, by the way. Then I saw him at Ozfest 2007 with my ex, Ashton Marie. Met them, I told him, hey, I do a radio show, I played your music, probably one of the first people to play your music, and, Maria gave me a smoochie. Why not? I met Chris, I met the Den members, Blake Bunzel, Jeff Fab, and Jesse Landry. All of them are gone now, except for Maria and Chris. Sucks. But, met them, we took a picture, which I still have, I don't know where it is. I still have it. I have the original picture, I cannot find it. For the love of me, I cannot find it. It's pissing me off. I think I have it on. I have it somewhere on one of my Facebook pages, I think. I don't even know. I have to look again, but I have many pictures with In This Moment, but that first one I really want, so I can frame it. Just have it up on my wall. Before I die, Not gonna be anytime soon, but that's like another 40, 50 years. Who knows? Who knows at this point? I'm almost 47, almost near 50, so. And I'm still looking good, man. I went to the doctor yesterday. Clean bill of fucking health. So you people that think I'm drunk, I'm an alcoholic, no. Oh, he's on heavy medication. Yeah, I'm on medication, yeah, but it's not making me loopy anything. Just the way I am. If you can't handle it, get off my fucking channel. But you can't because you ride my dick so much. Because you love how my dick tastes. You know what I mean? And how I dictate. Pretty much. Pretty much for 15 years or however long you've been watching my channel for. Would it be a few months, a few years, very long time. Thank you for the free views and subs and everything else, assholes, but it is what it is. You love me, but I don't love you. So, pretty much I don't care about any of you assholes because, you're just basically nothing to me. I'm actually entertaining, so. And it's true, I mean, my rant channel is legendary. Nobody can outrant me, and even if they wanted to, they would just badmouth me and not even get on the topic of hand. So, why waste my time trying to debate some schmuck that has like 5 subs? I'd rather debate somebody like Joe Cronin, or maybe JD, but, JD has an ego problem, but I think it's all about him. That's actual people I would debate. I'd even debate Issa if I wanted to, but not that kind of, well. We could talk wrestling and we have a discussion and, we'll do something and, we'll talk about wrestling and talk about, she'll talk about Roman for about 50 minutes. I'm like, what are you gonna do? But, yeah, so. People are jealous of me. I know they say, what are we jealous about? You're jealous because you can't get 2 million hits. That's why. Not your video. Actually, I was in the video. It counts. You can get 5 million videos, and you're like Roman went past you. Nobody really cares. People actually still talk to me about that video. The In This Moment video. They still talk to me about it. Every now and then. Not a lot now, but back then, I was getting, comments galore about it. And I'm not going to show you because I don't have to. So, you don't want to take my word for it? I don't care. But you all take me for granted anyway. And then take what I say in my videos and clip it and then spin it and then do your boring live streams or your boring whatever, boring videos, and nobody gives 2 shits. Oh, he's a bad person. He's a racist. He's this and that. Oh, I'm not racist. I have a lot of black friends. So. Oh, but you said cotton picker. Whatever. That was a rant. That wasn't meant to be racist. But you think I'm a bad guy? You want to tell other people in the community that I'm a bad guy? You're not gonna get anywhere with that. Like I said, jealous because I do better rants and wrestling videos than you do. I don't care if you don't like wrestling, but you can not like wrestling, but you say it's fake. I like to see you go to a wrestling school and take a bump. Then tell me it's fake. When you get hurt, the first fall you get. First time you bump, you're gonna get hurt. I mean, I did. I'm not gonna lie. I did some wrestling training. I went to wrestling school for like a couple months, and then I didn't want to do it anymore. As much as I like it, I'd rather do, commentary or work behind the scenes. But, I still have that dream, per se, but not really chasing that dream. Because I got other things to do. I already hit my dream of being in the music business. It is what it is. I helped my friends get a video that has 13,000 views right now. It's only been out a few days. 13,000 plus views. That's good shit, my friends. Good shit. But I digress on that. We move on. But, yeah, like I said, if you don't like me, get off my channel. Go do your own fucking videos. Leave me alone. But you can't. Because you have a super obsession with me. Super obsession. Big, fat hard-on for me. And I don't go that way. But it is what it is. That's that. I care less for you monotonous douchebags that have no brain cells left. But you keep doing your videos, have fun doing what you're doing, but, do me and anybody else care? Not really. Not really. You pretty much don't care. We pretty much ignore you. We don't care what videos you do on us or anybody else. We don't care. We got other things to worry about, and that's ourselves. So, do your videos, and don't worry about what we say you do on our channels and in our real life, okay? Shut the fuck up and go your own way. And if not, whatever happens to you is on you. And that's it. Alright, move on. Alright, so where we left off was, Randy Orton goes into Nick Aldis' office, gives him a check for $100,000, and he finds out that he's teaming with Eli Drake to face Jimmy Uso and Solo in the main event. And, that's pretty much it, And then, Aldis like, hey, what's the other $50,000 for? Orton's like, that's for next time. Thanks for all the time. We'll see you next week. Alright, move on. Alright, so it was a little bit funny segment with Randy and Nick Aldis, so we'll see what happens later on in the show. That's it. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Then we get a look at some previous Tribute to the Troops episodes, mainly with Cena. John Cena! Pretty much. So we get that. Then it's time for, yeah, Cody! MDK only Cody! You bitch. So he comes out, hugging fans, kissing babies, he thinks he's great. Adrenaline in my soul is Cody Rhodes with a boring as fuck promo. Why the fans go out to see this bum? I'm not gonna sing the entire song, but no! Anyway, so Cody Blows comes out, says this is a special night because it's tribute to the troops. So Cody's all proud of the team to carry on the tradition. Thanks everyone here and around the world, worldwide. Alright, so we get that. Now we get a video on tribute to the troops over the years. So we see a lot of the stuff from the Attitude Era, the Ruthless Aggression Era, up to now. So that was pretty nice. And then we go back to Cody, who thanks the troops once again and introduces the United States Army Drill Team that was in the crowd. Thank you for your service. That's pretty much it. And we move on. Alright, so I gave Cody's promo 2.5 out of 5 stars. That's it. Alright. After that, we get Brad Nessler, who's going to be calling tomorrow's Army-Navy game. It's December. That's when you usually see that game. Has been. Some of the last few Army-Navy games have been pretty much blowouts. I barely watch it because it's boring. And I don't watch a lot of college football these days. And by the way, NCAA tournament, fuck you for fucking over Florida State. You sons of bitches. You knew FSU was gonna win the whole thing, right? So I don't even think they're in that fucking tournament or whatever it is. Sad. Sad for FSU. Used to be so dominant with like guys like Charlie Ward back in the day, and then their feud, not even feud, their freaking long-time rivalry with Miami, the Miami Hurricanes. Miami, not the U. That's Ohio. The Ohio State Buckeyes. That team sucks too. But anyway, yeah, Florida State used to be the shit back in the day. Back in the 90s, really. And a little bit early 2000s, but lately, they haven't been so good, Alice. You know, sometimes, some years they'll be ranked in the top 25. Other years, they won't even be in big-time bowl games. But now they got screwed to be in that little rinky-dink top, I don't even know what it's called, but something where the top two teams face off in a big game in January. After all the bowl games that are happening, pretty much between now and January 1st, we got the Rose Bowl coming up, the Peach Bowl, you know, the Viagra on a pole bowl, I don't know, the Cereal Bowl, Go Jump in a Hole Bowl, I don't know. I'm just making things up. I mean, I don't give two shits about college football. And college basketball, pretty much, I don't care that much until the NCAA tournament begins. Gotta put in my office pool. That's coming up in March, but see what happens with that. How about those UConn Huskies? Men and women. Women got robbed last year. I think the men won last year. I forgot who won the NCAA tournament last year, but I think the UConn men won. It's always fun. I think when I was in college, we did the NCAA pool in college, and the winner got free lunch. Well, not free lunch. We got all the money that we put in the pool, and the winner got basically lunch money. And I won too, because I had more wins. And I picked the winner too. Which I think was UConn or North Carolina. That was fun. Got all that money and went out and splurged. Took some of that money, went out to get some lunch, put the rest in the bank. I haven't won since. I came close. I came very close a couple years ago. I got a couple $100, but still. Last couple years, I haven't won shit because the NCAA tournament is so unpredictable. It is not funny. You have a team from like Saskatoon or some hit town in America beating like the number 1 seed. Like Duke would get beat by Robert Cleveland High School or something like that. Like, what is it? Who are these people beating Duke? What? In the first round? I gotta do it like Roman. Come on. It's hard to pick the NCAA tournament. It's hard. It's like picking the Super Bowl. I'm picking the lottery, pretty much. It is what it is. Anyway, so Brad Lester, who's calling the Army-Navy game, sits down on commentary, for Bobby Lashley and Killer Cross, and he actually did some actual commentary. It wasn't that bad. Hey, sign him up! Sign him up there, Hunter! Could be worse. I mean, we got douchebag Kevin Patrick on commentary. Get rid of him and you bring in Brad Nessler and just sits there. But anyway, alright, so we got that. Then we go to a video from Montez Ford, a veteran of the Marine Corps. I didn't know that. Something new every day. I learn something new every day. Montez Ford, a veteran of the Marine Corps, wishes the troops happy holidays. And I will too. So happy holidays to all the men and women in the armed forces. That's pretty much it. We move on. Alright, then we go to match number 2. Match number 2 in the tournament. First round, we got Bobby Lashley coming out. Also, Bobby Lashley, former Marine. So he comes out without Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. Comes out alone. And he takes on Killer Kross with the lovely Scarlett Bordeaux in red. Lady in red is dancing on me lap. Lady in red, gonna take her to bed. I have a great singing voice. Not that it would have helped in a band, but you know, I do some good karaoke though. I think we all seen those videos on my Metal God channel. The last one when I was singing BYOB, and then you hear me scream and like two. By the way, timestamp 2:42. I'm not gonna do it now because it's late. Fucking do it anyway. What do you always take a pour? Okay. Now I just woke up my neighbors. Oh, fuck you. Turn that shit down, Sonny. No. I'm gonna play Slayer until my freaking windows crack. And my ears bleed, and your ears will bleed too. So shut up. Move on. Alright, so Scarlett comes out looking hot and red with her man Killer Kross. So we get to the match. Match was kind of short. Wasn't great. Wasn't big beefy men slapping meat in this match, but you know, big beefy men, but they didn't really slap the crap out of each other. So anyway, Bobby starts with an early hurt lock attempt. It gets blocked. So they go to the outside where Bobby takes over on Killer Kross. They go back in, and Bobby basically whipped Killer Kross's ass, and basically no offense from Killer Kross. That is sad. Sad. But anyway, Bobby snaps off an overhead belly-to-belly suplex. We go to break. We come right back. And as always, remember, during the break, the heels come back. So Killer Kross takes over. Then the camera goes over to commentary. Just to like, look at Brad Nessler doing commentary, which it wasn't doing that bad. Wasn't doing that bad. Get rid of Kevin Patrick. Hire some new blood. Me and Joe Cronin. I digress. Alright, so we get that. And then Bobby hits the downward spiral on Killer Kross, and the suplex puts him down once again. Then he backs up, hits the spear. 1, 2, 3. Pretty easy match for Lashley. A little over 6.5 minutes. I don't know what they're doing with Killer Kross. I thought they were gonna give him a new push. Push out the door maybe. Not the same guy that we saw in NXT when he was a monster. Goes to the main roster, where he did basically nothing. Then he gave him that stupid helmet. Then Scarlett wasn't there for a while. Then they kind of released him. We didn't know where he was going to go. He does some indie work. Comes back to WWE. Oh, we're sorry. You know, Hunter brings him back. And what has he done since coming back? Basically nothing. So what's the point of bringing him back? She just put him back and put him in NXT. Just let him run amok in NXT. He was a former NXT World Heavyweight Champion. But now he looks basically, I hate saying it, but he's a fucking jobber. Why? And he was running amok in TNA. He comes to WWE and, NXT World Champion. Kicked a lot of ass down there. goes to the main roster. You know what? And guess who goes to the main roster? Who takes over? Not Hunter. Sorry, Vince. Vince fucked him up so bad. He loses to Jeff fucking Hardy in 45 seconds on Jeff Hardy's return. What? Not on his return. On Killer Kross's debut match, he loses to Jeff fucking Hardy in 45 goddamn fucking seconds? Are you fucking kidding me? For a guy that was an NXT champion and he was like a monster down there? And his first night on Raw, he loses in 45 seconds? Great job, Vince, you fucking old 77-year-old senile fucking douchebag bastard. Fuck you. If I was Killer Kross right now, I would fucking ask for my release. Not that he's gonna go to AEW, because, you know, Tony Khan probably won't do anything with him anyway. But I'd love to see him and Wardlow beat the fuck out of each other. Probably never happened. He could go back to Impact, TNA. I don't know what we could do in TNA besides be a monster. Maybe go after the world title. Or maybe the digital title. That's kind of a little bit of a letdown title, but at least he can go back and be Killer Kross again. And just go be dominant and have Scarlett be his manager. She can have some, various interactions in TNA. She can wrestle, even though she'll probably get killed by like Naomi or even Jordan Grace, Deonna Purrazzo. The woman formerly known as Rosemary, Courtney Rush, Jessica Havoc, go kick her ass, Tasha Steelz. Freaking Masha Slamovich will smash her to bits. Or Scarlett can just come out, shake her hot ass. She doesn't have to wrestle. She could be a backstage interviewer for all I care. But yeah, Killer Kross needs to get out of WWE. I'm sorry. Because he's just done. Second time they fucked him over. How many times are you gonna get fucked over before you're saying, you know what? It was a bad idea to say, hey, yeah, Hunter, we'll come back. If Hunter would just mold the guy to be a humongous monster beast that he was in NXT, then he could win the world, not the world title, because he ain't gonna beat Roman. He can win the United States title. He was in the tournament. He should be actually in the second round. It's Bobby, so I can't say anything. But it would have been nice for maybe an upset. You see, Killer Kross beat Bobby, but no. Back to catering you go, dude. Sad to say. Anyway, so what are you gonna do? So Bobby gets the win. He will face Santos Escobar probably next week on the program. And that's pretty much it. Wasn't a bad match, so 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, then we're going to look back at Bayley. Give me a hug. Accidentally costing my second wife, Kairi Sane, her match last week against Bianca Belair. Because Bianca's trying to go through all of Damage Control to get her title shot, another title shot against Io. Alright, so we see that. And then, alright, okay, 1 second here. Get my notes in order. Whoops. Where are we? Oh, here we go. There we go. My notes are going up and down like my dick in your mama's ass. But, anyway. Alright, so we got that. So then we go backstage, we have the rest of Damage Control, basically the Black Lotus Triad with my 3 wives, Asuka, Kairi, and the beautiful, sexy Smackdown Women's Champion, Io Sky, along with another hot piece of ace, that's Dakota Kai, no relation. So they're talking, and then, all the, Asuka, Io, and Kairi talking and laughing in Japanese. You know, stuff like that. We saw Peter Gill a long time. It's fun. And then Bailey comes in, or Bailey's like on the out, like looking on, and then they laugh, and then they like look over at Bailey, who just like starts to come in. He's like, "Oh, hi guys, how you doing?" And then they stop laughing, and then they kind of get a little bit serious. And Bailey looks at him and is like, "Oh shit." So the eventual Bailey Spanish Archer out of damage control still goes on. We don't know when it's going to end, but we should have what happens with that later on, as Asuka once again will face Charlotte Flair one-on-one. The long-standing rivalry of Charlotte and Asuka. But we get that. Alright, so I get that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's that. Alright, after that, it's time for Phil Brooks, CM Puke! So he comes out, the cult of personality. So anyway, Phil comes out, gets a nice little pop from the crowd. Why not? Then the crowd, before he can even speak, CM Punk! CM Punk! So anyway, Punk gets on the mic, says, "This is the top of the hour, so I'm not gonna get my time cut." Ooh, nice little dig at Hunter last week from Monday night when he came back to Raw, and you only got like 5 to 10 minutes. Anyway, so it's like, "I'm not gonna get my time cut this time, so chant for me all you want." Yeah, let's go for 30 minutes. Why not? So anyway, after the fans chant his stupid name, he says Adam Pearce is trying to sign him to Raw, and maybe those fans who are on Raw are a little bit louder, but the SmackDown crowd really wants him to go to SmackDown and get beat by our tribal chief, like Randy will, and then probably Cody at WrestleMania again. So anyway, Phil says the fans are going to play a big part in where he signs, so he basically tells the fans, "Where you want me to go? You want me to go to Raw? No! SmackDown? Yay!" So, basically, the fans are even more pro Punk winning the Royal Rumble. Blah, blah, blah. Climbing a turnbuckle, pointing at a sign before main eventing WrestleMania. But he says, apparently some people are not happy with this new version of CM Punk. So instead of, "What do you want to talk about?" Was that a dig at Cody? It's, "Who do you want to talk about?" Maybe Cody? Maybe? So Punk's like, "Well, I got some stories to tell you." But instead of talking about guys who are here, like Cody, how about we talk about guys who are not here, like Roman Reigns? Oh, you did not just bring him up, but you did acknowledge him. Thank you. You better acknowledge your tribal chief, the man who's gonna whip your ass next summer. So then he's like, "Oh, remember that Paul Heyman was the wise man before you did? He was your wise man there, Roman." I'm like, duh. Tell us something we don't know, Phil. So anyways, he says, I know your cousins, Roman," and a shout out to main event Jey Uso. He's like, "Well, how if I scrap with his brother Jimmy?" She says, "I have to deal with all of the cousins, so I might need some help. But who could help me? Randy? Eli Drake? Kevin Owens? Who's not sure about." He says, "I'm not sure about the prickly Owens. You just did not call him a prick, did you?" I digress on that. But in any case, yeah, it calls Owens prickly. I don't know what that meant. Maybe as a cactus, I don't know. But anyway, blah blah blah. because the two of them are kind of alike. Punk says, I don't know who would feel comfortable teaming with someone who just punches people in the face backstage. I mean, it's 2023, ladies and gentlemen. You just can't be doing stuff like that, people. It's insane. Really now? You should talk? You fucking hypocrite. Keep being a hypocrite, Phil. Keep being a hypocrite. Oh, never return to WWE. Next thing you know, he's back in Chicago 2 weeks, like about a week or two ago. Oh, I'm not talking to Hunter and WWE. Oh, hi, I'm on Survivor Series. I'm back. Hell is froze over. Hypocrite. He is a fucking hypocrite. But anyway, so he kind of mentions brought out, and in turn kind of compares that to Kevin Owens beating people up in the back. And he has a big ass fuck grin on his face. Fucking douchebag. And then we get a CM Punk chant because everybody knows, like, oh, you mentioned AEW. So anyway, after he says that, he grins and the fans the marks cheer for him. Punk talks about how there is one person who isn't happy that he's back. And he says, I'm not putting any stock in that person, though, because he has a whiny voice and isn't even the man in his own household. Man reference, Becky, meaning Seth Rollins. So the fans knew that he was talking about Seth. So they go, oh. They do all that. Punk is glad that he's having fun. And he says, I'm going to announce my decision about whether I sign on Raw or SmackDown this Monday night, and I am back to finish my story. Everybody wants to come back and finish their fucking story. It's not going to happen. Stop it. Shinsuke is probably going to be the one to finish the story before them. Cody ain't going to finish his story, that's for damn sure. Punk will probably finish his story. He'll get his main event match with Seth at Mania, win the belt, and then probably lose it. He'll probably lose it to Roman, maybe do a unification match. Then Roman will have everything. We'll have the World Heavyweight Championship to go around with that big undisputed title. That'll be fun. That would be fun, but we'll see. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Says, I'm coming back to finish my story. That means main eventing WrestleMania. My fans like, yay! So basically he kind of, spoiled us a little bit with the Royal Rumble winner, that he's going to win the Royal Rumble, go on to face Seth Rollins, which is the feud is starting right now, kind of. But it's going to really intensify as we go to the Royal Rumble and coming out of the Rumble. It's going to Elimination Chamber, going into February and most of March. That whole month of February and March are going to be intense fucking promos. But we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, alright, so I gave Punk's little promo 3.25 out of 5 stars. After the break, we go to Punk walking in the back. He runs into Kevin Owens, who they just eyeball each other, and Kevin Owens doesn't really like him being there. Foreshadowing, maybe. Who knows? All right, so I get a 2.5 out of 5 stars. All right. Then we quickly move on. After that, we go to Charlotte and Asuka, which was pretty short, but a little bit of sad news in this match. So anyway, Charlotte comes out by herself, and then Then Asuka comes out with the rest of Damage Control, minus Bayley because they told her to stay in the back, don't mess around in the match. So they come out, and then Kyrie and Io basically get a 5-on-2 beatdown from Zelina Vega, Shotzi, and Mia Yim. Well, actually, it looked like a 5-on-2. It was 3-on-2 beatdown. Basically, took him out of the match. Didn't come back. That was that. Even though Dakota Kai went to the back, she couldn't do anything because she's still hurt. So anyway, this is going to be a one-on-one match. As it should be. So, they strike it out in the middle of the ring to start. They go to the floor where Charlotte is sentenced to basically everything. But Charlotte goes back, gets a shot of her own. Scores with a top rope moonsault. Or something like that. As we go to break, we come back. Charlotte sends Asuka face first into the turnbuckle. Ow. Grabs the figure 8. And surprisingly, and during the match, I think it was I think Asuka was trying to was on the top rope, and her and Charlotte, I don't know what they were trying to do, but Charlotte comes off the top rope, and it looked really, really bad. I mean, really scary, really bad. And then the referee had a check on her. I was surprised the match didn't end. But match continued. So she sends Asuka into the turnbuckle face first. Grabs the figure 8 and kind of barely even got it. And then Bayley comes out from somewhere. Breaks that up behind the referee's back. And then she hits Charlotte in the face, and then gets on the apron, and does another distraction. Referee is there, but Asuka tries to throw Charlotte into her, but Charlotte reversed it. Asuka stopped short, and then Charlotte tried to throw Asuka into Bayley. Asuka stopped short, and then Charlotte tried to come from behind, and then Asuka came from behind, rolled her up with a handful of underwear, or panties. 1, 2, 3, Asuka gets technically, not a technical clean win, but still. A win is a win, and it makes me happy. So, not the greatest match per se, so I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. So, Bayley made a mistake with Kyrie last week, but she kind of made up for it this week with Asuka beating Charlotte, even though they probably had a rush to finish because Charlotte legit got injured with her knee. I don't know what else got injured, but they're saying she's going to be out a year now. I'm hearing 6 to 12 months. That's not good. I mean, she's out for WrestleMania. She's out probably for SummerSlam. Ooh. That's a big hit for WWE. In the women's division. Because Charlotte was going to... I was thinking that at Royal Rumble, they might have done Asuka, Io, and Charlotte. Kind of like a reverse of SummerSlam with... Not a reverse of SummerSlam. Well, technically a reverse. Where it was Asuka, Charlotte, and Bianca. Where Bianca held the title. No, Asuka held the title, Bianca won it, and then Io won it by cashing in. So now I was thinking Royal Rumble, hey, let's do that again, but just have Io be the champ. But looks like they're not going to do it because Charlotte is now legit injured with her leg, I think her back, her neck. She is all messed up. And it kind of sucks. So it looks like, I think we're heading to Io versus Bianca, or Bayley if they keep the triple threat, and Bayley will have to get kicked out before the Royal Rumble, and then Bayley's like, oh, I'm gonna fight you now, and Io still wins. Io ain't losing that belt probably till Mania, where she will probably I don't know what's gonna happen by then, but I think she will keep the belt till Mania, and then most likely lose at Mania, which will suck. And then as far as Asuka and Kairi go, I really hope they get the women's tag team belts by then. Or win it at WrestleMania. That'll be Kairi's first major WrestleMania win. Finally, Asuka will get a win. She's 0-6 in the past 6 WrestleManias she's been at. Since WrestleMania 32. But I still don't understand why they broke the streak then. If they wanted to break the streak, they should have broke the streak a little bit later. But that's how Vince works. Idiot. Yep, but so Charlotte is out for 6 to 12 months. Hopefully she has a speedy recovery from her knee and back, neck injury, whatever she's got. Mainly it's the knee. So she's going to be out for a while, but she'll probably be back, I would say, in 6 months from now, which is around Money in the Bank. Probably by SummerSlam she might be back. If not, definitely by this time next year. Probably right before Survivor. I think she will come back by Survivor Series next year. But we'll see what happens with that. Like I said, match wasn't that great. 2.25 out of 5 stars, even with the Bayley interference. There you go. We move on. Alright, then we go to the back, where we have Cody. Yeah, BK Cody. Cody runs into CM Punk in the back. Kind of finds it interesting that Punk might be in the Royal Rumble. Well, duh. How do you find that interesting? You know he's going to be in it. Duh. Stupid fuck. Anyway, so that was kind of interesting. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. That's that. Alright, after that, we get to a video on a soldier who won the Medal of Honor in 2015. No, not the game Medal of Honor. By the way, good game. They should bring that game back. I remember playing that game so many times at the Internet Cafe way back in the day. Remember when they used to have Internet Cafes? They don't have that many around. Don't know why, but... In any case, a lot of people were playing Medal of Honor. They were playing another game. I can't remember can't forget the name of it, but like everybody, when I used to go to the Internet Cafe, even like at night or even almost late at night when I had to do a last minute project for college, there were like mad people playing that game. I think it was called I don't think it was Call of Duty back in the day. I forgot the name of it. But mad people would come in and play the game. Like 15 people would be in the freaking Internet Cafe. I'm like, God damn, I need a computer. I need to finish my project. I gotta print it out. I need to spend a couple hours, at least an hour or two writing, typing, and editing, and I gotta print it out. I gotta spend money just to pay for the time, and gotta pay for a couple pages to print out, which is maybe 5 cents. I mean, you guys are playing, I'm trying to, yelling at each other, he's over there, he's over there, shoot him! Like, come on, leave me alone. Well, good thing I had my headset and I had music on. I went, this is before YouTube was even around. So, during the LimeWire years, remember LimeWire, don't we, right? Yes, we do. That's how you got your music. Either that through LimeWire, sometimes they had really bad freaking, you upload it and it sounds really bad with skips and everything. Same thing with Napster. We didn't have Spotify in the day, or even Apple Music back, actually we did have Apple Music back in the day. iTunes and everything, the iPhones and shit. The iPhone Touch. All music used to come from Apple. We used to download all music through the Apple Store, which we still do now. Now it's called Apple Music. It's not called iTunes anymore. iTunes went bye. Now it's Apple Music. But now it's better because now you got Spotify. Even though if you want premium, you have to pay for it. Unlike me, when I don't have to pay for it. That's how I get all my music. I don't get the physical copies that much anymore. Except if it's In This Moment or New Year's Day or Black Label Society or Ozzy. or Conquer Divide, you know, people like that. By the way, hi, the Conquer Divide. I love those guys, love those ladies. Hello to Janelle and Kia and Sam and all the other lovely ladies in that great band. Conquer Divide. Go look them up now. Tell them Peter Joseph sent you. They love me. I love Janelle. Janelle was the bass player, by the way. She screams her ass off, by the way. She actually wanted me to come to a concert at the last minute, all the way in not a great place. I mean, it's far, very far away from me. I mean, I could have got there. Yeah, I could have got there. But getting back, yeah. Getting back is an adventure. If you want to get an Uber, it's like $60 to get back. I'm like, what? I'm not paying $60 to come back from like Greenpoint, Brooklyn, or something like that. I'm like, So I said, if you come closer to where I am, maybe, or you come to the Barclays Center. I'm like, hop, skip, and jump over there. You come to the Hammerstein Ballroom. If you go to the amphitheater in Coney Island, or, you know, wherever is closer, I mean, I'm there. But not like the Boondocks in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, or Greenpoint, Brooklyn. Kind of is easy to get there, but coming home at night, not so fun, Al. Not so fun. Especially if you have to go home on the L train or the G train. If you get lost, you're in trouble. I went to a little concert with the missus one time. It was in Williamsburg because a couple of friends of ours did an acoustic show at a bar. Get to the bar, nobody was even there. We're the first two people in the bar, and they had like $5 martinis, and you know who? You know, she got. Woo. Anyway, but yeah, we did that, and then we left. Got on the G train. Went to the L, and then for some odd reason we went the wrong way. We got out. Thinking we were trying to get to the G train. And then, next thing we know, we're in the Marcy Projects, like where Jay-Z lives. We're like, where are we? And then we passed by where it says, welcome to the Marcy Projects. I'm like, oh shit, we went the wrong way. We're in the Marcy Projects. We gotta get out of here. So thankfully, a nice old man directed us where to go to get back to Manhattan. Because we were living, this is when we were living in Washington Heights back in the day. So we had to do that, get on the train and everything. Went all the way back to the city. Finally got the A train to get back to where we were actually living at the time. And luckily we both got home. And then got home. I was basically about to go to bed, and then Rose. We had the good old drunk sex, which, as we all know, drunk sex is the best sex. Absolutely. And yes, I did wrap up that burrito, but I wasn't drunk. I was normal. I had like maybe 1 or 2 Jack and Cokes. I was fine. But it is what it is. Had amazing drunk sex, and then I woke up and didn't remember it the next day. Didn't remember it at all. But I digress on that. Alright, here we go. Alright, so, yeah. So we get a video from a soldier who won the Medal of Honor in 2015, and that's pretty nice. Thank you. And that's it. Alright, after that, we get a look at Logan Paul getting into it with Kevin Owens last week. And then Owens facing off against Grayson Waller last week, which was not in the tournament. It was just a one-on-one match. And we saw Austin Theory and Grayson injure Kevin Owens' hand. It's a legit injury. Kevin's trying to work through it. He has a cast on his hand now. So we'll have to see what happens next week in Kevin's United States tournament match with Austin Theory. Grayson will be taking on the NXT Mystery Superstar, which will probably be Carmelo Hayes. So who knows? We could get Kevin Owens versus Melo in the semifinals on the right side of the bracket. We'll see what happens with that. Let me move on. Alright, then we go to the back where we see Randy Orton as this voice. He meets up with Eli Drake. That's not an insult. That's a fact of life. So they meet up. And then CM Punk pops in and says, "Hey guys, how's it going? Good luck." So that was kind of weird. Anyway, so after he leaves, Randy asks Eli, "You ready for tonight?" So Eli's like, "Yeah, let me talk to you." And that's pretty much it. So they're ready to go for the main event. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we find out what's coming up next week. We got more Grayson Waller and the mystery NXT superstar going at it in the right side of the US title tournament brackets. And we also got Kevin Owens and Austin Theory. But the main thing next week is the Tribal Chief. At over 1,200, I believe it's at 1,200, or at least near it. But the Tribal Chief, the Undisputed Champion, is back. And I think he's going to have a little talking to with a certain guy named Randy Orton. So, we'll see what happens with that. So, Roman's back for his final appearance of the year. We won't see him till 2 weeks before the Rumble. And then, obviously, at the Rumble, where we most likely will face Randy Orton for the Undisputed World Heavyweight title. It's going to be a slobber knocker. But Randy ain't winning. Randy won't win, but, Roman will win. And then, then they'll have to worry about if Phil Brooks, CM Punk, wins the Royal Rumble, which he probably will, Roman might have to worry about a guy named Phil. And if Phil does pick Roman, I think that's a bad idea. But then maybe you start what side is Mr. the Wise Man gonna pick? He's gonna go back with, Mr. Phil Brooks, turn Phil heel, and then in turn, Paul Heyman turns heel and Roman turns face. Or Roman stays heel and Paul Heyman will try to, buddy with Punk, and then at Mania, maybe I doubt it, but he'll turn on Roman. But then in turn, Punk will still lose. But I think it's all set up that, sadly to say, guys, it looks like Punk is gonna pick Seth Rollins and the World Heavyweight Championship, win it on night 1 of WrestleMania. Then on night 2, Cody will most likely win the Elimination Chamber, and then go on to face Roman again. So we'll get Cody, Roman 2, back-to-back years at WrestleMania 40. And a lot of people say that Cody might win this time, but I hope not. I don't want to see the match. I'd rather see somebody new other than Cody. But the way that I think it's lining up, I think Hunter has it all lined up that Cody will face Roman again. Punk will face Seth Rollins on night 1. Night 2 will be Roman and Cody again. And God forbid Cody wins, because there'll be a riot in Philly. There'll be a semi-celebration, but a long-time riot in Philly. I think Issa will not be a happy camper. Too bad I'm not going to take the trip down to Philly. So I will never go to Philly. Philly is a shithole. I don't have a cousin down there, but that's the only time I actually go to Philly to see her, but I haven't seen her in a long time. But I'm never going to go to Philly to see an Eagles game, even if it's the Eagles-Niners. I'm not going. I might go to the museum, the Rocky Museum, the museum that Rocky went up. Maybe see the Science Museum. See some other things. Maybe go to Pat's. Not Geno's. Go to Pat's. You want a good cheesesteak? You go to Pat's. Not that I eat cheesesteak, but I'm just saying in general. I mean, I have tried cheesesteak. It's tasty, but it's not my type of thing. I rather get a nice, juicy roast beef hero. With some salt and pepper, you don't have to get cheese on it, no gravy and all that shit. That's what I used to eat when I used to work in a deli. Most of the time I was eating eating roast beef sandwiches. I would eat chicken parm sandwiches for $2. No, actually, I get it free. Meatball sandwiches. Maybe I'll get some cold cuts. I'll have some ham. Have a ham turkey sandwich. And then sometimes I would eat bacon and eggs. Maybe, I would have my break a little bit early in the day, get in about, I would usually get in about 10, maybe 11 o'clock, and I would go all the way to 5 o'clock, and my break would be around between 1 and 2 o'clock. So, I would go out for pizza sometimes, because there's a pizza place, right down the block. Those good times way back in the day, like the late 90s and everything. But, yeah, good times. But, anyway. So if you're in Philly, go to Pat's, not Geno's, for a good, sloppy, tasty Philly cheesesteak. Don't go to Geno's, go to Pat's. But I digress. Or you can just go to Applebee's, or anywhere else that has good food down in Philadelphia. Make sure you wash your hands, though. But I digress. Alright, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so we go to your main event of the evening. Solo and Jimmy Uso, without the Wise Man, to take on Randy Orton and Eli Drake. The match was alright. Back and forth they went. Getting to the end, Eli was getting beat up by Solo and Jimmy. He finally gets the hot tag to Randy Orton, comes in and cleans house. Orton hits that patented power slam of his, drops Jey Uso on the announcer's table. Did I hit Michael Cole? Or even Kevin Patrick? Damn. That was that. Then he brings him in, hits the Hangman's DDT. Yeah! That connects. Tries to go for the RKO, but Solo comes in and breaks it up. And then Eli takes him out, even though it kind of looked messed up. Eli takes out Solo. Those are the BFT, but Orton's like, you ain't stealing my spotlight, Eli. Then he hits Jimmy again, like he hit him last week, with the RKO, the Gilmore Kata! Bang! 1, 2, 3, in a little over 12 minutes. Randy Orton and Eli Drake get the win. That's that. So, 3 out of 5 stars for that. After the match, Eli is like, you stole it from me. And basically then, they shake hands, mutual respect. And then they raise their hands. And that's pretty much it to end Smackdown this week. So, pretty good Tribute to the Troops episode. I have nothing else to say about that, so we got all that. Alright, so that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go to bed for a little bit, and I'm gonna get up tomorrow. Got a couple of videos coming your way tomorrow. We will do Rampage on Sunday with actually I think tomorrow I'll do Rampage early, and then later in the day, probably in the mid-afternoon, I'll do my NXT Deadline predictions. So you're gonna get a triple threat Saturday. So Rampage will be right here on this channel. And episode 15 of The Shadows Lair with my NXT Deadline predictions. And then late tomorrow night, or later today, whenever you see this, but later on tomorrow, after Deadline goes off the air, right on the Peter fucking Joseph channel, your NXT Deadline review. And that'd be it. And then Sunday early afternoon, right before, probably around 1, 2 o'clock, right around when the Jets are playing. Okay, that's what they're doing this week. Because the Giants play on Monday, the Niners play at 4:25. So I'm going to be watching that. So right before the Niner game, I will do my AEW Collision review. You know, it's taped tomorrow, so nobody's going to watch it because everybody's watching Deadline anyway. Or Final Resolution for TNA. So, pick and choose what you want, but I think Deadline will win out. That's me. And that's it. So, my final rating for SmackDown, a solid 7 out of 10 for the Tribute to the Troops edition. And that's pretty much it. So, next week, next Friday night, we got the Tribal Chief. Daddy's back, the real daddy, not you, Randy. Sorry, but Daddy's back next week. Mr. Roman Reigns is back. The Wise Man will be back. I assume Jimmy and Solo will be back. Not too happy with Randy. So, Roman's going to be back to do, to mop up the mess that Jimmy and Solo made. So we're gonna probably get that. Probably get a segment with Roman comes out. He says I'm back, and then him and Randy might have a stare down. Maybe you'll get physical. Who knows? But it'll be the start. Planting the seeds and starting the feud with Roman defending against Randy at the Rumble. And that's that. Then we got, like I said, the other two matches in the U.S. title tournament. Kevin Owens and Austin Theory, and then Grayson Waller taking on, most likely, Carmelo Hayes. I'd like to see Trick Williams in this, but it's probably not going to be Trick. But anyway. So we got that. So it should be some good matches next Friday besides Roman on the show. So it should be a good episode. We'll see what happens with that. I will see all the ratings coming out after, probably by Sunday or Monday, with Smackdown, Collision, and Rampage. Rampage and Collision are going to get destroyed because pretty much nobody's watching it. Well, I think Rampage is going to get destroyed. Not Rampage, sorry. Collision is going to get destroyed because everybody's going to be watching Deadline. Most people are going to be watching college football. Most people are going to be watching Final Resolution. So that's what happens when you put a show on Saturday night in an 8 o'clock time slot against college football or basketball, baseball, hockey, whatever. Crazy stuff, but it is what it is. Alright, I gotta go. Thanks for watching, everybody. 7 out of 10 stars for Tribute to the Troops. And, that's pretty much it. Once again, thank you for all your service to the men and women of the armed forces. And, happy holidays to you. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa to whoever celebrates Kwanzaa in the armed forces. And a safe and Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all you men. You fine men and women in the armed forces serving our country, America. And that's pretty much it. Hopefully all these men and women can come back home to be with their families during the holidays and not have to go back and fight in Israel or fight in Palestine or fight anywhere else, basically. Even if they're just stationed in like Fort North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Texas, wherever, people will be stationed in. Hopefully they won't be there that long, and then they'll come back home for a while. And maybe they'll serve two tours in Fort Knox or Fort Nix, whatever, Fort Hicks, Fort Chip. But I mean, it is what it is, and that's that. But hopefully you guys and girls come home safely to your families, and you don't have to go to war. If there is a war, depending on what country you might have to go to, hopefully nothing bad happens, and God forbid, something does happen, and those fine men and women, bad things might happen, and then the families are all distraught, didn't want to lose somebody in war or anything like that, or they get taken hostage, and they're held hostage for like 15, 20 years. I'll never see them again. And then you have to hope that the President of the United States can get them out. Sometimes you can negotiate, but sometimes you can't. What are you going to do? But, hopefully all you men and women can go back home, be with your families for this great holiday season and New Year, and get into 2024. And that's it. So, that's it. So, be safe, be well, all you men and women out there. Happy holidays. And that's that. So, everybody else, thanks for watching. I'm Peter fucking Joseph signing off. And if you're not down with that, by the way, peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your cock out. And if you're not down with that, then you're not an American. And you're an asshole. And you know what else? we got 3 words for you. If you're not down with that, me and a whole lot of people, including the men and women of the armed forces, if you're not down with that, and you're not down with them, then we all got 3 motherfucking words for you. Fuck you, man. That's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. But until then, adios. Peace.